Every corner of the wild has a story to tell, and many of these stories are written in invisible ink markers left by the animals themselves. Today, we're diving into a fascinating behavior that defines life in the animal kingdom: territory marking. From the tiniest insect to the largest predator, marking territory is a language all its own, a silent signal that says, "This is mine." But how do animals do it, and why is it so important? Join us as we explore the hidden messages and invisible boundaries that shape the natural world. Territory is more than just a patch of land. For animals, it's a home, a hunting ground, and a place to raise their young. By marking territory, they communicate ownership, ward off intruders, and reduce unnecessary conflicts. For a pride of lions, a well-defined territory guarantees access to prey and water, securing their survival. For a pack of wolves, it's the stage upon which their entire social lives unfold. In many species, the size and strength of a territory can directly affect an individual's chances of survival and reproduction. It's a resource that dictates who gets to eat, who gets to mate, and who gets to pass on their genes. Think of it as a combination of real estate and social signaling, an essential survival strategy in the wild. A strong territory isn't just a status symbol, it's a lifeline. This silent negotiation for space is a constant underlying rhythm of life across every ecosystem on our planet. One of the most common and effective methods of marking territory is through scent. Predators like tigers and wolves leave their chemical signatures behind through urine, feces, or specialized gland secretions. When a tiger rubs its cheeks against a tree, it's not just getting a good scratch. It's depositing a powerful message from glands near its eyes. These scents carry a wealth of information about the animal's identity, sex, health, and even its reproductive status. It's a complex chemical language, broadcasting a detailed profile to any animal that passes by. Even our domesticated companions, like cats and dogs, retain this ancient instinct. When a cat scratches a post or a dog lifts its leg on a fire hydrant, they are reenacting an age-old ritual, declaring their presence and ownership of that space. The scent says more than just "stay away." It's as a dynamic and complex communication tool, read by other animals as clearly as words in a book. This invisible billboard is constantly being updated, telling an ongoing story of who's in the neighborhood. But scent isn't the only way to send a message. Some animals prefer more visual and physical signals. Bears, for instance, are famous for their tree-scratching behavior. A grizzly bear will stand on its hind legs and claw at a tree trunk, leaving deep gouges that are visible from a distance. These marks, often accompanied by scents from their paw pads, serve as a formidable warning to other bears. The higher the scratch, the bigger the bear, creating an intimidating signal of size and strength. Similarly, deer and other horned animals rub their antlers against saplings and small trees. This not only sheds the velvet from their newly grown antlers, but also leaves behind a visual marker and a scent from glands on their forehead. Birds might peck at branches, create distinctive patterns, or leave droppings in strategic, highly visible locations. These visual and tactile marks serve as lasting warnings, an ongoing conversation etched directly into the environment itself, creating a landscape filled with territorial signposts. For some animals, sound is the ultimate marker. It travels over long distances through dense foliage and doesn't require the recipient to be up close. Birds are masters of vocal territory marking, with males singing elaborate songs from high perches to stake their claim and attract mates. A robin's cheerful morning song is actually a fierce declaration of ownership. In the dense rainforests of Central and South America, howler monkeys use their deep, guttural calls that can carry for up to 3 miles. This booming sound serves as an acoustic fence, warning other troops to keep their distance without the need for a physical confrontation. Similarly, the iconic howl of a wolf pack resonates through forests and across tundras, announcing their presence and defending the boundaries of their territory. These vocal signals can warn intruders without a fight, reducing dangerous and energy-draining confrontations. In many cases, the loudest, most complex, or most frequent caller dominates the area, proving that in the animal kingdom, a strong voice can be just as important as powerful claws or sharp teeth. In highly social species, marking territory isn't just an individual effort, it's a group affair, a coordinated strategy for collective survival. Meerkats, famous for their cooperative behavior, patrol their boundaries as a united front. The dominant members leave scent marks from their anal glands, while other members of the mob stand guard as sentinels, scanning the horizon for rivals and predators. This team effort ensures the entire group's territory is secure. Elephants, living in complex family units, use a combination of mud, urine, and dung to mark important paths and watering holes. These markers communicate not only with rival herds, but also with members of their own extended family, guiding them through vast landscapes. Even insects practice social marking. Ants and bees leave chemical pheromone trails that help coordinate the colony's foraging movements and guide nestmates back to food sources. For these species, marking territory is a finely tuned team strategy, a social contract that is absolutely crucial for the survival and prosperity of the entire group. Of course, not all territory marking prevents conflict sometimes, it invites it. A well-marked, resource-rich territory is a prize worth fighting for. When a rival male stumbles upon a marked area, he may choose to challenge its owner, leading to fierce and sometimes brutal confrontations. These disputes can range from brief, ritualized displays of dominance to prolonged, all-out battles for control. 2 male lions might clash in a violent struggle over a pride's territory, with the loser being driven out, often to a solitary and perilous existence. A wolf pack that trespasses into a rival's domain risks a deadly skirmish where numbers and strength determine the victor. For top predators, losing a territory often means losing access to food, mates, and the chance to reproduce. Thus, marking territory is both a shield and a signal of readiness to defend it, a silent warning, backed by the very real threat of conflict. With potentially life or death consequences hanging in the balance, from the subtle scent on a blade of grass and the deep scratches on a tree, to the resounding calls across a valley and the intricate chemical trails on a forest floor. Territory marking is a universal language written across the entire wild. It is a fundamental behavior that keeps the balance, maintains social order, and allows countless species to coexist and thrive in a world of limited resources. It is the invisible architecture that structures the lives of animals everywhere. Next time you're out in nature and see a paw print in the mud, a cluster of feathers, or hear a distant howl on the wind, remember, it's more than just a random sign. It's a story, a message, a declaration. In the secret world of the wild, every animal has its voice, and every territory has its keeper. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the animal kingdom, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the wonders of our planet.